Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds, by birth also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, people? Let me know who is tapping in. First, I want to say this, okay? I take authority, bind, and rebuke every manner of a monitoring spirit, okay? Anybody that is coming to join these broadcasts with an evil intention to watch, to spy, to monitor, Satan, the Lord rebukes you. And I thank God for blinding your eyesight in the realm of the spirit so that you cannot keep up with what the kingdom of God has going on. That being said, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to those that are going to see this for the first time, and welcome back to those that came by here before, and we chill out, hang out, all that good stuff, okay? I'm going to be short as possible, but I do want to give you guys some free game first, okay? I do have some opportunities that I just kind of want to get into. This is the final call on these opportunities that I will get to, but I want to first tell y'all, I warned everybody. I remember, and I'm still warning, okay? I warned everybody before this even was a thing. I warned everybody. I need y'all to see this because I tell everybody that listens, that will listen. When you see things happening to big name brands and big brands, okay, we like down here. But when you see people way up here in the hierarchy being affected or impacted, are they moving a certain way? Because success leaves clues, okay? Because success leaves clues. We need to be paying very close attention. There are a lot of people freaking out and panicking, and rightfully so. They should be. Homelessness is on the rise in a real way, and it's just finna get worse. I said this is not the worst. This is bad, but this is not the worst, okay? So I want to pull this up real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Now y'all probably like, what is this woman talking about? You about to see. I said, you have got to be kidding me. All right, I'm going to flip the camera around too so y'all can see over here as well. When these big people start moving and grooving a certain way, y'all best to pay attention. Y'all best to pay attention. I warned everybody, from the beginning of last year, 2024. Yeah, 2024, your girl was on the horn. Straight up, okay? We're going to go over the top first, and then we'll come down. Whenever it started affecting these big boys right here, then the little people, the little fish in the pond, it's going to be terrible for them, okay? Let me blow this up, make it a little bigger so y'all can read it with me, okay? The headline is the AI layoffs begin, okay? We're going to start over here to the left. The job cuts are back, only this time they're not about cost cutting. They're about making room for AI. Meanwhile, Klarna offers a warning as it is going through trouble, even since it replaced its entire workforce with AI last year. Klarna. It's the number one app where people go get, buy now, pay later. Number one app out here doing a big thing. And all of their workforce, their entire workforce, has been replaced by AI. But check it out. Microsoft, they have laid off 6,000 people, got rid of them to restructure their whole entire function for AI alignment. Microsoft, Google, okay? They sales and partnership teams in US and Asia earlier cut its Android Pixel, its whole workforce in the Android Pixel department to AI. PwC, 1,500 employees. Post-pandemic overstating correction and automation push. They got rid of 1,500 people so they can automate everything. Come on down, okay? 22% of its workforce was impacted behind AI disruption and ed tech. HP, Hewlett Packard, 2,000 staff cuts amid launch of its new AI PCs. They don't need human beings, okay? And this ain't to say AI is going to replace human beings. Let me make a very clear distinction. AI is replacing human beings that don't know how to use AI. People who know how to use AI, because AI needs to be programmed by people, but people who know how to use it, it's a game changer. Literally overnight, they become millionaires and multi-millionaires because they know how to create apps. They know how to create all of these systems, coding, prompting, websites, app development, using AI for these big businesses who don't know how to use it. Okay? Salesforce, 1,000 layoffs, mostly in marketing. So people sit back, do graphic design, make phone calls, virtual assistant type tasks, and non-technical roles. 1,000 people gone, 1,000 people. Meta, 5% of its workforce has been streamlined for AI Reels and AR, VR, virtual reality priorities. Everything AI with these cats. IBM, hundreds. I can't really read what this says. I guess it's too blurry, but it says AI chatbot took over staff, relocated to AI sales and engineering for IBM. Right here. Klarna, 700 people replaced support agents with AI. Now, it says now it's something in hybrid support mode. Now it's something, I don't know what this word says, but now it's something in hybrid support mode, which means AI answers the call, and if it needs to be escalated to a human being, that's the only way. Duolingo, 10% of its workforce shift to becoming AI first company. Want to read something to y'all, okay? Because I've been telling y'all. Okay, hold on. When I warned y'all and still warning y'all, many is not paying attention. They don't want to hear the truth when they too comfortable. Your jobs is not safe. Your Section 8 is not safe. Your low income housing is not safe. Your 401k is not safe. The dollar bill is not safe. That's why you need to get a lot of it as fast as you can and convert it into assets that will preserve you. It ain't even about being rich, but you can't get rich. This is about preservation. Because these cats, they all own one thing, and that's lots of land. You can always barter with land. They own stocks. They own gold. Robert Kiyosaki has used loan money to go buy him a whole gold mine. He owns a whole gold mine, leveraging other people's money, okay? But this is the way how you can survive this AI revolution, the end of an age. What is the end of an age? The end of an age is how we used to do business, okay? We used to, pin money on a shirt for the birthdays. We used to, give people cash, for their birthdays or gifts. We don't do that no more. Everything is debit card. Everything is swipe, online buy, have it delivered. That was the end of an age. Now we're at the end of an age where they are replacing people with machines that have been programmed by people. Okay? The massive tech layoffs are here, and there is more coming down the pipeline. Your job is not safe. This stuff is being strategically done. Okay? But they're not the type of layoffs that you think. The layoffs that are happening are brick and mortar business structures where you need butts and seats. There's a boom and a surge in AI positions. So the brick and mortar, you going in, doing factory work, machine work, no, they got robots to do that. They need somebody manning the robots. They need somebody creating the content. Whereas you used to have to go to a content creator to create your graphic design, something like this, right? You used to have to go to them and then they send it back to you and then you say, I approve, or no, I don't like this. The letters is off. Put my picture over here a little bit more. You send it back to them. Then they send it back to you for a second edit. See if you approve it and you say, yeah, I like that one because you add a little bit more color to it. Or, yeah, I like that one because you remove this off of there, whatever the case may be. You'd have to go back and forth. Now, these things, something like this, can be created in 60 seconds or less. That's why they don't need human beings. And if you know how to do this, you set yourself up in a very well position. Just like the gold mining days. I mentioned it the last live. The people that got rich was not the people who found the gold. The people who got rich was not the people who was out there mining for the gold. They struck gold, but they were not the ones who became filthy rich. It was the people selling the shovels so that they can mine the gold. Everybody needed a shovel. Now, everybody didn't come out there to mine for gold. People moved their families across the United States to go out there. Maybe the father went out to mine for gold. Maybe the mother went out to mine for gold. But everybody didn't have a need to go out and mine for gold. But everybody who came to mine for gold had a need for a shovel. So they were the ones getting rich, okay? Really rich. Similar circumstance have happened. If you learn how to prompt engineer, master it, if you learn how to build these things out, okay, you don't need to have no tech background. You don't need to have no experience. You need a coach, somebody that's going to show you how to do this, how to do that. What do I need to do? How to make money from it, how to sell it. You just need somebody to get you there with speed. Who done already done it, okay? Microsoft cutting 6,000 jobs. Dell slash 12,000 positions. Google, Meta, Salesforce, all making room for AI. This is not cost cutting, it's AI alignment. They didn't say we have to replace human beings because of the cost. This is not that. They didn't say we have to replace, get rid of, the workforce and replace it with automation and AI, artificial intelligence, because our budget is, we have to make budget cuts. They said we have to align. This is where this is going and we cannot escape it. So now we have to align. And because we are aligning, we don't need these people over here. This thing will do whatever it wants you to do. You just tell it what to do. You want videos? Tell it. What kind of videos? You want a model? Tell it. People are getting rich creating AI influencers and going to go start OnlyFans pages. People are doing, people are out here going crazy, okay? The writing been on the wall. The writing been on the wall. Human beings can't compete with this machine. This machine works 24/7. It don't get tired. You can ask it as many questions, give it as many tasks. While you sleep, it's still working for you. It doesn't go to sleep. It does not call off. It does not get sick. It don't have a bad day. It is not affected by emotions. It don't have, trauma and different life circumstances happening to it. So that's number one. It never complains. It never mumbles and grumbles. If you needed to make 1,000,000 revisions, it's going to make 1,000,000 revisions without saying, okay, now that's enough. Ooh, I'll never be able to get through this. Wow, I got to stay late. Well, I got to go get my kids picked. It don't got to say that. And then it gets cheaper by the day. You literally can create $1 million, $1 million in 12 months or less, because it's not hard to do 1,000,000. I didn't show y'all 1,000,000. I didn't show y'all $1 million in real time. People making millions of dollars. I didn't show it to y'all. Let me turn this camera around over here. People are making $1 million with this stuff. Okay? And only paying $12.99. Only paying $10.99, $9.99 per month. ChatGPT is $12.99. Let me show you how I can, hold on. Let me show y'all something. This is the reason why this is happening, okay? I'm going to save this photo. Save it like that, boom, okay? Let me stop the share over here and let me show y'all. Let me live demonstrate. Now, y'all see the photo. Oh, I'm in the wrong chat, hold on. That's ideogram. Where's ChatGPT? Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Oh boy. I got so many tabs open because I've been needing it, but let me find this ChatGPT ideogram. Where are you? Let me just open up a new chat. We ain't even finna do that with you. Close this out. This is the problem. I got all these tabs up here. All right, let's go to ChatGPT. Let me share my screen real quick. Excuse me. All right, boom. I want you to make make me this exact, what is this called? Image. I'm just gonna say I forgot what it's called. It's not a brochure. It's I forgot what it's called. Okay, I want you to make me an exact image, just like this, but use um, I think it's called like a graph. Forgot what it's called, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add photos. See there. All right. Why did it download as a file? Let me see if it's gonna act right. I forgot what this thing is called. This thing is called a. It's not a brochure. This thing is called a infographic. Okay. It's almost done uploading, and once it is finished uploading, this will turn black so that I can um, upload it. But I can literally take that photo that I just showed you guys and then have it recreated with the information that I want on it. Okay? So it's reading this document, it's examining what information is on there, and then it's going to create me same one. So this is what it has created me. The advantages and disadvantages of Section 8 tenants. Okay, so it gave me that infographic based off of information on the web. Okay, it gave me this funding care for Medicaid beneficiaries under the current law, under the federal cap. It made this for me just by me saying, hey, create me one just like this. Okay, African Americans are likely to expire at early ages from all causes. It gave me graphics: high blood pressure, diabetes, strokes. Okay, what this did to us is devastating impact on us, and how much percentages, people was not here. Wide racial and partisan gaps in view of impact of slavery on African American positions in society. So I can take these and start sharing this truth, right? I can take an image that I got and then tell it to create something exactly like it for my audience with my information on it, simply from a photo. And this is the reason why they replacing human beings. It's not like, yeah, get out of here, we don't need humans anymore. That's a lie. They need us to prompt engineer. They need us to code. They need us to know how to do these things, okay? So with that being said, it's now or never. We don't have the ability. Let me see if I can pull up these ads these headlines real quick. And then I ain't gonna hold y'all, okay? Always want to open up with another teachable moment, because you got to know what's going on so you know how to respond. You have to know what's going on so you know how to protect yourself. You have to know what's going on so you know how to preserve those that are entrusted into your care. If you a mother, you have children. If you a father, you have children that have been entrusted into your care. This is not the time to be lazy. This is not the time to be stagnant. This is not the time to be asking them for any type of handout. The government has never been our source and never will be, okay? That's just what it is. So let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I gotta open up another, see if I can close this. Open up another tab. All right. So a lot of people are freaking out about just this right here. Let me share the screen over here, and then I'll. Oh, did it just tell me to subscribe? No thanks. I just want them to see this real quick. Stop the share here, and then let me show y'all. This right here got a lot of people on chokehold, because with the student loans hitting your reports and demolishing your credit scores 175 points, now you're taking away low income, what people have relied on for years to just barely get by. You're taking that away. This has a lot of people in an uproar, and this ain't just no headline. I have listened to the gentleman that's over the Department of HUD. He said people have been on this for years, and this program was never created for people to be on it for that long, for as long. So they said a lot of waste has gone into programs, keeping people crippled on programs for years, and they not capping. People don't just get on this for 1 year, 2 years. They be on it for years. I was on this for 20 years. You get real comfortable paying $60, $70 a month for rent. No dollars if you ain't got no income. You know, paying low rent. But as soon as, the minute as I got married and put my husband on there, it was like my rent went from $30 to $1,200, my portion, which only left them with $400 to pay. I was like, wow. The whole goal is not to have no man in the house. And then you cannot have, my owner had given me like a TV. He was like, look, we just gonna leave that behind. I don't want nobody, you don't have to pay anybody to come move it. It was like a big old 52-inch TV, the old kind. That was real heavy, not the kind you hang on the wall. I said, yeah, you can leave it there if it works. You know, whenever I move out and it's still working, I'll just leave it right there. They came to do an inspection, had an investigator come out. You have, you know, a high quality TV. This mug is 1980, 1990 years old. It's antique. What are you talking about? I had to have my owner write a note saying I gave that to them as a gift. Well, anything over $200 must be reported. and the value of the TV is over $200. Just a bunch of foolishness. But people will trade that for comfortability, and now these programs are being axed without hesitation, without a second thought, without warning whatsoever. My reasoning for sharing these headlines: the housing market is going down to the pits of hell, literally. But there's people waiting like this, like, yes, come on, baby. And I am one of them. I am one of them. I'm waiting for it to fall because, listen, I am going on a whole entire spree. Do you hear me? For the low. All jokes aside, that's why, even if I didn't have the cash available, that cash speaks, but credit roars. Simple as that. That credit. You get your credit to a 700, you don't even got to show documentation. You don't even got to show proof. Your credit is your adult report card. So when this stuff collapses, because it is going to collapse, I said it, been saying it, I ain't going to change it until God say otherwise. This nation will be punished for the crimes they committed against humanity. Simple as that. And God is positioning his people. If you would listen, stop being stagnant, stop being hard-headed, stop being slothful, stop trying to do it your way. If you would follow success, because success leaves clues. During the recession, before the recession hit, and the housing recession in 2008 and again in 2012, the people that got rich was the people who sat back and said, oh, okay, I see where this is going. Let me go ahead and put this over here and hop this man over here and put this player over here. Let me get set up in position, because when the time is right, I'm definitely going to make my big comeback. Okay? You can love this man or hate this man, but he gave everybody a clue. Okay? Everybody got equal opportunity. Let me type it up so you see it. I'm not looking for AI. Look how AI just pops up there. Trying to tell. Okay. I'm looking for the article where the man just said last month. Hold on one second. Here we go, right here. It was in April. They probably gonna want me to pay them some money, but hopefully y'all can see it real quick before they start asking me to subscribe and give them some money. Trump says this is a great time to get rich. Problem is, not everybody know how. The people that do are getting rich. He just made an announcement on his Truth Social and said, Americans, get ready to get rich. The very next day, when he went over there and made that deal, I believe, with China to take them tariffs off, and that stock market shot up, people became millionaires overnight because they know how to play this game. Credit is a game. Money is a game. Taxes is a game. That's what makes you wealthy, when you know how to play the game. Because if you can make all the money that you want and then you don't have to pay no taxes on it, you're wealthy. And then you take that money, and let me tell you why you're wealthy. Cash don't make you wealthy. Assets do. Cash don't make you wealthy. Cash can make you paper rich, but assets broke. That's the worst kind of rich to be. Rich just means you have it in abundance. But wealthy is where you've taken the money, okay? Peep game, I'm going to break it down to y'all literally in 60 seconds. I fixed my credit. My credit is good. Maybe I was educated about credit growing up. So I came out the gate knowing how, my mama added some trade lines to my credit, boosted my credit. So by the time I was 18 and I left home, I was able to go get $100,000, $250,000 in funding off my credit. Nothing else, just off my credit. $100,000, $250,000 in funding. Boom. Because that's a loan, and I take that money and I go buy me 100-unit apartment complex. $1 million, all I got to do is put down 20%. That's $200,000, right? I just got approved for $250,000. So I put $200,000. Now I got passive income coming in from 100 doors. 100 people paying me. I'll say about 95, because you got a small percentage that, for vacancy, people moving in and out, okay? So 95 doors is paying me, and I'm going to just say everybody in the apartment got a 3-bedroom. So they paying me $2,200 a month. I'll say $1,800 a month, okay? I'll stick to a lower number, $1,800 a month, right? I put $200,000 down. I got it built for $1 million. I got 95 people paying me $1,800. 95 times $1,800 every single month. That's $171,000 every single month. I'm going to times that times 6. In 6 months, for that $1 million property, I would have that paid off. 6 months, I will make $1,026,000. So I did already put $200,000 down. I got $800,000. So actually, in 5 months, I'll have that whole entire loan paid off, right? The $250,000 that they gave me, I can go ahead and pay that off in 2 months, right? So now I done paid off the loan. I got passive income coming in. I got equity in my complex. And every single month, I'm banking 95 times 18. I'm banking 171,000. I'll go ahead and say, let me just subtract. I'll say maybe 15,000. Okay, I'll subtract 15,000 to pay my employees, my property management company. If there's some maintenance, if we got sewer bills or trash bills, I say 15 to 20,000. I'm still sitting at 156,000 off their money. Off their money. I took their money and bought me some assets. Now my whole family get put out. I ain't got nowhere to go. I got somewhere for them to go. Okay? I can still charge them what I want because I own the complex and I bought it with their money. This is the money game. Then I go ahead and I get it written off as a tax write-off because I use money that I did not earn. Only you can be taxed on earned income. I did not earn it. I borrowed it, okay? And then I turned around and did a good deed in society and bought land, lessening the burden of the government by offering apartment complexes or apartments to people who need to rent. That's 100% tax write-off. Then to put the cherry on top, I just go ahead and put this property in a trust. I don't owe no government. I know how y'all get down. I know that y'all like to create entities and to move like y'all do because we know that we own nothing, but we control it. We know that we are not owners, that God is the owner, but we are stewards. So we control and manage what he owns. So I'll just put this in the trust. make it irrevocable, set it up for my family so that when I go, I'll get them all some insurance policies, make them managing members in the trust. You can't even get it in trust unless you got $1 million insurance policy on you that you can borrow against. 2 types, okay? You can come and borrow anything you want. You just got to get a life insurance policy. You need $100,000 to buy a house? Here you go. Cool. I'll just go ahead and borrow that off of your death benefits. You got $1 million, so $100,000 will come off on the front end. And now when you pass, you'll have $900,000. I don't have a problem lending it to you. You got $1 million to work with. Put your kids in here too. This is how you become a family bank that lives tax-free, that takes money, because that is what the role of money is, to buy assets. That is the only reason why I come by here and tell y'all over and over and over and over again, these are ways to make money fast. Why? Because we ain't got time. Okay? We don't have time. When the housing market crashed, you need to be in position to go buy a property. Before the housing market crashed, you literally can go buy you some land and buy you some houses. I have showed y'all through land banking where to go buy you a house for $500. Use business credit. Everything should be in a business, not in a personal name. You should use business. You should use the advantage of creating you an EIN. It's free. And creating you an LLC. If it's too much in your state, you can start it in Arkansas for $45. Okay? You can start it in Hawaii for $50. You can start it in Arizona for $40. You can start it in any of the 50 states for the low. As long as you got one. Hear me? EIN is free. Everything moving forward should be in your business and your business name. That way you take responsibility off of you as a person. Now, because your business don't got no felonies, your business ain't ever been on probation, your business ain't got no background, your business ain't got no theft charges, your business ain't poor, your business didn't grow up in a family that was dysfunctional. Now your business, new business, the LLC is your birth certificate, okay? The EIN is your social security number. Now you create a new entity. If you are tracking with me, go ahead and drop some fire in the comments. Okay? I'm giving y'all free game. This is another teachable moment. I don't never come by here and sell you anything. This ain't a sale. It's a solution. Because if y'all want to get to the bag fast, then you can get to the bag fast and you can learn how to play the money game, the credit game, and the tax game. It's simple as that. As simple as that. This is what the wealthy do. They invest, they don't consume. And they go create foundations and trust and entities and S Corps and C Corps. They know the game. So you get everything out of your personal name. Get your personal name and your personal social security number a rest. Now you have a new entity to work with. Go ahead and add you some trade lines on there, okay? Hey, let me open up an account. I'm a new business. When you open up a new business anyway, they're going to send you information. Hey, would you like to get a gas card, a fuel card? My people be like, yes, turn me up. Got approved for $10,000 in fuel. Bring all your cars to the gas station. I'll fill them all up for a discounted price. And then the next day, the bill is due. And you didn't know that it was not a net 30, meaning that you buy now and pay the rest in 30 days. No, it was a 1 day to 2 day 30, right? Because they want to see where you at. Ain't nothing wrong with going to go get $20 worth of gas. I can pay that back. Because now they see some history. Oh, they know how to work money. This is what the credit report is all about. Do they know how to work money? Do they know the money game? Do they know the money game? Do they know how to use money? Do they know how to spend money? Do they know how to budget money? That's what your credit report tells people. It's your adult report card. This person is late. This person has an issue with paying back on time. This person has defaulted. I had to charge off and sell the debt for lesser than what we gave it to them. They've had a repossession. They've got evicted. I mean, their priorities, such as their home, doesn't matter to them most because they didn't been evicted. This is an adult report card. So, boom, put that to the side. Learn how to play the game. It's your business in the LLC. Go to FedEx, Office Depot, get you a business account. Free 99. Go to NAV. Add that as a trade line. Okay. Go to Uline or Granger. Add that as a trade line. They give you $5,000 to use in a store and stuff that you was using for like your household goods. Pine Sol, if you use Pine Sol, wipes, disinfectant wipes, laundry soap, if you use Palmolive dish soap, paper towels, toilet paper. Now you can use your business credit to pay for that stuff. Save your cash. Put more cash into your pocket, right? Run up $50, $60 on those supplies. Pay it back before the 30 days. Boom, it hits your credit report on the business side. Yeah, we gave them $5,000. They spent some money and paid it back. Let's give them a thumbs up. Okay. And then you go in and you use the fuel card, right? Or you get a Shirtsy account, or you get a floor and decor account and do the same thing. $50 or $60. You can buy some ink pens. Businesses need printing paper. Something little, minute. Pay it back. Boom. Oh yeah, that's 2 accounts. We didn't approve them, giving them a limit, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 limit, because we want to see if they can play the money game. Y'all, please share this. If you are getting value, please share this. Okay? Share this. It's absolutely free. That's the cost of admission. Share it to the story, share it to the DM, because a lot of people that look like me are hurting. They don't have a clue. They are panicking. They are in fear. But if they hear the right information, then they can do the right thing and they can make the right move. Do y'all agree? Just let me know in the chat if you agree to that. If somebody taught you what to do, you can do the right thing, correct? Problem is we don't know what to do, so we can't do what we don't know. And that's why we keep on doing what we do know, what we accustomed to. But now is the time to stand up. Now is the time to rise up. Now is the time to take action. Now is the time to make moves while you can. This opportunity won't ever come back around, in our generation. Some of us is 40, pushing 50, mid-30s. Some of it will never come back around in our generation. Look how long we've had to wait for an opportunity as such. Over 400 years. Over 400 years. I don't know one human being, unless they mummified or preserved, that's 400 years. This is the greatest opportunity. And I'm going to show y'all receipts, because receipts speak. Men can tell you bold-faced lies, but y'all know your girl over here going to come through with some receipts. Straight up. We need to learn how to play the game. So I go ahead and I get these trade lines. Boom, I got a score. Now I can go to the bank. Hey, I'd like to open up a business bank account. Okay. I want to put $1,000 in. I'm giving y'all some game that I get in a master class. Y'all better go crazy in the chat, or I'm going to shut up. For real. I just want to see that y'all want this information and you actually absorbing the information. I don't want no monitoring spirits on here at all. Okay. You coming to watch. You coming to see how you can plan a plot. Satan, the Lord, rebukes you. I'm just going to tell you openly. Straight up. But I'm telling you right now, I charge people thousands of dollars for game I'm giving y'all here for the free 99 on tonight. I charge thousands of dollars. Why? Because it costed me thousands of dollars to learn this. And the good book that I believe in and read in says, sell all that you have and buy you some wisdom, and do not sell it. Once you sell all that you have to buy you some wisdom, and it said get you some understanding. Matter of fact, let me put it on the screen so y'all can see. Don't take my word. His word is the final rule and authority. Let me let you see. Not me. Buy wisdom and sell it not, baby. Don't sell it. Okay? Buy the truth and do not sell it. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Why don't you get all three of it? So we be mad and we be complaining and all of this stuff, when we got to pay back student loans and stuff like that. But education is not free. I don't care how much America tries to tell you that it is. It's not free. If you in elementary school, it's the taxpayers' dollars that got to pay for that. All the way up to high school. When you get to college, now financial aid will give you money. Okay? Those are government programs for low-income families. But if you ain't low income, you ain't getting no financial aid. You don't qualify. So now your next best thing is to get student loans to pay for your career. Only for you to get the career to have to pay them back. The biggest scam in history is these systems they created to ensnare and enslave folks. Straight up. Okay? Buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. That's what it said. Buy it. It didn't say give it away for my people to be like, why you just don't be helping people? You don't got to be gatekeeping, and why my people just won't give us, free game? Because you ain't supposed to. Why do you think wealthy people call it secrets? Everybody ain't supposed to know. If you pay like you weigh, then you can know. And I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars because I am hungry like a lion out here. Okay? I've been poor too long. My people's been poor too long in just my bloodline. My community has been poor too long, exceeding my birth. My history is full of poverty. Ancient mamas with do-rags and holding shoes, working in the plantation and picking cotton and looking miserable and building businesses and buildings and pyramids and all other kind of stuff that they themselves could not even enjoy. Not on my watch. You want to get me riled up. This is what gets me riled up. I don't know about nobody else. Not on my watch. This stops here and this stops now. And if ain't nobody gonna come to my rescue and give me anything for free and I gotta buy it, then by all means necessary, I'm gonna take all that I got and I'm gonna buy it so I can get out of this situation and into a better one. Let me know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. I don't care what I gotta pay. Do you understand me? Poverty costs me something. And every year that I stay in it, it costs me more than it will cost me to go learn the game. I got to get up out of this. Poverty took one of my children up out of here. I don't need another lesson in pain. I don't need not another one in pain. You understand me? To stand up rightfully, straight-footed, up, straight upright and ready to learn and whatever I read, because I did not. Had I read what was on that label and did some research, my son would have never been, I don't care, by force, put me in cuffs. I don't care. My mentality would have been different. But because I lacked knowledge, I lacked understanding, I lacked wisdom, I lacked the very thing that God said buy. I suffered an incurable loss, a loss I can't ever get back in this lifetime. And for the people that be like, you see your son again, I will see him again, but he won't be my son. Neither one of my sons, they'll be my brothers. So imagine that kind of loss. It's just gone. I don't have time to play. So that was just a side nugget for those who be like, well, give me something for free. You want to know why the situation won't change? Is because you're looking for free. You can only receive from the realm that you invest in. You cannot be out here mad at wealthy people. They know how to invest. But back to what I was saying. They know how to do this move that I'm telling you right here. Go into the bank. Start you an account. This is called building relationships because that's what banks look for. They look for relationship. When you go into the bank, have $1,000 on you to deposit. Hey, I'm looking to start a business account. First of all, that's a handshake. Hello, my name is this, and I'm trusting you to hold my money. I actually want to put $1,000 in there. I trust you so much. I want to put $1,000 in there. They're like, oh, okay. All right. They're trying to do business. Cool. Let it sit in there for 30 days. And then you go back and say, what products or services would I qualify for? Oh, you got credit cards? Oh, okay. You got lines of credit? You have a personal loan? You have a vehicle loan? Or you have a house loan? Okay, cool, right? Peep game. They say you get approved for $50,000 line of credit. Okay, thank you. I can take $10,000 and go rent me a commercial space. People have weddings, baby showers, birthday parties, church events, you name it, every month. I can go pay the rent on this space for 2 months with the $10,000, right? Now I got something that's going to give me passive income coming in. Pay the rent 2 months so I at least get in profit mode before I ever have to pay another payment. Say, for instance, the lease on that bad boy is $1,800. I got $10,000 to work with. $3,600 goes for 2 months of the rent. Okay? If I wanted to do 3 months, that'd be cool too, because I can take, the other $5,000 to $6,000 and I can start decorating it. Get me some tables. Get me some covers. Put me some pictures up on the wall. Got a little money for advertising locally, right? That other $40,000, I'm gonna pay that back to them using their own money. So it's gonna show that I done paid off more than half of the loan by that taking that $40,000 and putting it right back. You gave me $50,000, here go $40,000. I put that right back in there. Okay, I done paid off over half of the loan. Peep game. I wait 30 days, let it report, let it season a little bit, and then go ask them for $100K. Now I can go buy me a single family home to rent out, or I can go buy me a fourplex, triplex, or duplex. Okay? Take half of that money back. Pay half of that loan back. Now that's passive income coming in from 2, 3, or 4 units. The extra that I got coming in, what I'm going to do is take that money and start paying down my debt on my personal. Because as soon as I get that to a 700 score, I'm going to go ahead and hit you on the business side and the personal side. And then I'm going to use that money because I've learned from building my business and leveraging business credit and funding and how to play the game and buy assets. Now I know that credit is a game, money is a game, taxes is a game. Now the monies that they're giving me on the personal side, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start buying me more assets. I'm going to go buy me some land. I'm going to go get me some gold. I'm going to put a little in the stock and just let it grow. I'm going to start having me some assets. Money is not anything considered assets. It's called currency, and it's called fiat. Go look up the word fiat. Transitional. It could be here today on top and down tomorrow, dead as a doorknob. It's paper. And the biggest thing of them all, let me tell y'all right now, I don't know if y'all know, all of our paper just about comes from Georgia Pacific. Georgia Pacific has just laid off people. If you go look in Georgia right now, these people don't know what in the hell to do. They said because nobody is buying houses. Production has slowed. They don't have to be out there cutting down trees to make more paper, to print it and all of this. Something is coming with that dollar bill. I showed y'all. Let me get it back over here on my screen. I showed y'all how they just had this big old meeting to discuss the future of the digital dollar. And do you know where that's going to leave my people who ain't got nothing prepared, who ain't got nothing saved up, who don't own no assets? It's going to land you on universal basic income. You know, they was pushing that real heavy last month. They already tested a bunch of dummies in my hometown, Fresno, California. Oh, I can use this extra $500 for nothing, for free? Sure, it's helped me buy Pampers, helped me get extra food with food prices. When has the government ever gave us anything that was beneficial or good? We give you low-income housing, can't no man be here. We give you welfare just enough. It ain't even enough. What you get from welfare can't even pay your rent at all. With these old folks and disabled folks is getting from Social Security, I mean, the mortgage bill, the rent is more than the check. So you're still struggling. With no means to make more money to get out of this vicious cycle of oppression. It's one hell of a system. Has taken many of the greats to the grave. That's why Wall Street is not the richest place on earth. The cemetery is. And the second place is the prison, where you work for pennies, where you trade your gifts and your talents. Next time y'all put on glasses on your face, those are made from prison, the frames. The next time you look at a license plate on the back of a car, those are made in prison from frames. The next time you go to the DMV or whatever it's called in your state to go get your license or your ID, those are made from the prison. Guess how much they make an hour? Like 2 pennies, 3 pennies an hour. Okay? When you got a blazing fire happening, it ain't all the fire department, fire people. No, it's prisoners. That's in fire camp, working for breadcrumbs. Okay? It's terrible. They have been prepared, but my people are not. And that's why I have to show up. I don't care if you get tired of hearing me. If you get tired of hearing me, you get tired of seeing me, adios amigos. Ain't nobody holding you here. But I'm not going to never shut up. I'm not going to never stop sounding the alarm. Why? Because this worked for me. And if this could work for me and the people that I have helped, it can work for you. It can work for anybody if it worked for me. I didn't show y'all where I didn't came from. A 450 something credit score. Okay? Credit, if our parents would have taught us about credit, I promise y'all we would be in a different position. We would not be begging nobody for anything. We would not be marching through no streets. We would rule. And we would reign. And that's the number one reason why we have been taught about credit the wrong way. Okay? I want to show y'all a couple of things, offer y'all a couple of opportunities, and then I'm out. Okay? If that's cool with y'all, let me know in the chat. It's more people watching than it is actually commenting. And we're going to need to fix that. We're going to need to fix that. Okay? Y'all let me know in the chat if I have your permission to show you how to fix your finances. I don't want y'all over here just watching me. There's a lot of people that y'all can watch. I'm not one of them. I'm real serious. Most people be like, yeah, you rough around the edges. You know, they misconstrue my authority and my boldness for being angry. I'm not angry at anybody but the devil. Human beings can't make me angry. Okay? They cannot. Being angry takes too much of your virtue. Now, can they make me mad or pee me off? Yeah. But it does not make me angry. That takes too much virtue to be sitting there pondering about what you did to me, why I'm angry. No, that takes too much energy. I love my blood pressure. I need that thing to stay normalized because I don't want any diseases or anything that ran. Well, I'm not going to say I will not get anything that ran in my bloodline. It ran in there till it ran into me. I don't want anything, okay, to disrupt my peace and all of that stuff. I didn't have enough, many years to practice that. Permission granted. Okay, cool. If somebody would have told us, we'd be in a different position. That's what I do know. If somebody said, hey, what would you take? Would you take $1 million in cash or a 850 credit score? I would gladly take an 850 credit score over $1 million in cash. Why? Because that 850 credit score can go get me 10 million. In real life, it can go get me 10 million. Okay. So I've already told y'all about the trade line plug. Okay. Already told y'all about the trade line plug. Where's these photos at? This is making people lots and lots and lots of money. This trade line plug is helping people. It's not only making people lots of money, it is helping people change their financial forecast. It is helping people maneuver through this bull crap we got going on out here. People losing their homes and then their credit is shot. They can't afford the rent, so now they need to look for a new place, but they can't because their credit is shot, and it is forcing homelessness on levels we ain't never seen before. No, they're not blasting it in mainstream media. Why? Why are they not blasting it in mainstream media? Because it brings about a sense of panic, brings about a sense of fear and trepidation, negative attention to what's going on. So when you help somebody raise their credit and change their finances, it's like giving life. It's making an impact and an income. And I tell you guys, like with the sweeps, you ain't gonna never get no another opportunity to sweep your credit clean. You just not. And the department that's in charge of sweeping the credit or getting the credit swept the legal way, because you have been violated by your consumer law, is being dismantled by this administration. They said it was fraud in them programs because they had DEI and all of this stuff. All of this stuff that we have an advantage with right now is being dismantled. Low-income housing, Social Security cuts, Medicaid cuts to certain things. All of these things were low-income people are predominantly relying upon. It's going to be and then you're replacing the jobs with AI. I mean, what else do you want to do to the people? take their low income housing from them, take their low and free and reduced meals from their children, fire a lot of them, okay, lay them off, hurt their credit score with 175 points because their student loans are 5 years late now because y'all decided to pause them in the pandemic. Then you got inflation, you know what I'm saying? It's costing $1,200 every month, well, every 2 weeks to buy groceries. Insurance is high because of inflation. Gas prices is high because of inflation. Everything is inflated except our money. You notice how they didn't teach us how to get more money? That's crazy. Everything is high, but they didn't teach you how to go make your money higher. Okay? I'm going to show you one way. I'm going to show y'all one way, and I'm going to give y'all opportunity again, because I ain't ran this play in a cool minute. I let the people get in that wanted to get in and take advantage, but I'm going to show y'all this first before I show y'all that. Okay? I tell y'all all the time, in real time, it is not hard to at least do $10,000 a month. If you can make $10,000 a month, who would that help? Let me know in the chat. Would $10,000 extra a month help you? If $5,000 a month would help you, okay? Let me know. I want to show y'all something. We're going to start with January 1st. Y'all let me know in the chat. $10,000 to help you extra? Would that put you in a better position? Huh? January 2025. Make sure y'all see the date. Okay, because I'm going to go from January to February, real time. You see $10,000. Okay? That's more than people make going to go trade they muscle and they time for money. It's January 2025. I'm sorry if it's blurry. Trying to get it as close. You see February is right there. March is right there. January 2025, $10,368. Now we're going to click on February, and you're going to see it loading up in real time, okay? February 2025, $16,033. So now we had $26,000 in 2 months. $16,033 in February. Okay. Now we're going to go click on March. You'll see it loading up there. Okay. March is $15,813. Okay. For March. Let y'all see over here for March. Trying to make sure y'all can see it. Okay. March 2025. So now that's 26, 36, 41,000, almost 42,000 in 3 months. Online. Helping people change and fix their finances. Let's go to April. April, okay? April, $8,893. April, $8,893. We sitting at $50,000 in 4 months. We in May. Okay. 4,814 and still got 11 days left. Okay. Still got 11 days left. So in 5 months, we're at almost $55,000 helping people make an impact and an income. Who would trade $497 for $55,000? It's a no-brainer. If I gave you $55,000 and I told you the taxes on it was $500, would you give me $500 for the taxes? If you didn't have it, you go find it. Okay? Check it out. This don't just work for personal credit scores. This works for business trade lines as well. And CPNs. Okay? So, we'll show this one here. Okay? This one had no score. It looked just like this. Then all of a sudden, on today, it went to 701. Okay? One day. You go back this way first. Here's a visual graph for you to see. That bad boy was all the way over here, just February the 9th. Okay? This is where you able to see somebody with a 200. Are they in the 400s? They in the 600s? Are they on their way to the 800s? Okay? So you can see February 9th, it was under a 200. And then all of a sudden, boom, just a 701 overnight. This came from adding a trade line. This is how you boost your score rapidly. Okay? So credit score is a 701. It went up 701 points on May the 8th, 2025. In one day, it went up 701 points. Well, what happened? American Express account was added to your credit report. Okay? This is what is called a trade line. This trade line was added to this report and gave it 701 points in one day in a billing cycle. What could you do with a 700 credit score? You can walk into any bank. You can walk into any dealership. You can walk into any apartment complex and get approved with no proof of income, no paperwork. Sign. Why? Because your credit is your adult report card. That's why if you do the sweep, right? Remove the negative items. Add a trade line. Boost it. What happens when you add a trade line? I have a $30,000 credit limit. I've had it open for 6 years. It's not over the credit utilization. So just because I have a $30,000 limit, I should only spend 10% of that, which would be $3,000 of that $30,000. If I think I got $30,000, I am now over my credit utilization. So bad look. So in order for me to be under 10%, I can only spend $3,000 and then pay that back. Can't go over 3,000, right? So I've had this for 6 years. I let you get on my account with all my positive 6-year history, my credit limit that I have. I get to add all my good stuff to your bad stuff to increase your score. You don't get my card. You don't get access to my money on my credit limit. You get my good history, my payment amount, the credit score that's behind that amount that I was given or granted, the history, how long I've had it. You get that added to your credit report. This is why you see this right here. Okay. I have the plug. And when I say the plug, I have the plug where you can get access to these trade lines for the low low. If I buy a $40,000 trade line for $500, I'm going to definitely upsell it and put a person on the trade line because I buy it at wholesale. What you would have to pay on the market would be about $1,200 to $1,400 to be added to a $45,000 or $40,000 trade line. The $45,000 trade line, some of them been open since the 80s. So now you have since the 1980s being added with positive history onto your credit report. Blow your credit score through the roof. And real talk, okay? So because we've been out here doing this in the streets and helping our cousins go ahead and get approved, okay? You see that right there? You have two options to pay your deposit, $500 in full, due 48 hours before your move-in date, and it is refundable, or $13 a month starting on your move-in date. Credit was so bomb, only had to pay $500 as a deposit and got an option to pay $13 a month more on their rent, okay? The apartment will be ready. You have been approved. This is what people are being able to do with adding these trade lines, even buy homes, okay? This one went up 193 points to a 663. So they was down bad, probably in the 400s to get 193 points and end up at a 663. But yeah, them credit cards and stuff, they were removed. This is what the sweep will do for you while boosting your credit, okay? Remove the stuff. Remove it. I blocked this person information. Congratulations. You have been approved for the apartment. Changing people's lives. You get to make the impact and the income. That's what this is all about, okay? Let me see where the other ones at that I want to just jump to. And then once we get their score up and, you get it looking real right, it's another one. It's like, yeah, you're really the best. I got approved, okay? New whip though. Let's go. Because if that's what you want to do and go get it, I don't recommend that. But if that's what rocks your boat or floats your boat, then hey, what floats mine too. This is what I'm trying to go get you. Okay? I'm trying to go have you go get this. Bump that other stuff. You can go get that later on. If you're going to get one, go get one that you can write off as a tax write-off. Go get you one with a gross vehicle weight over 10,000 pounds so you can write it off as a tax write-off. That would be the wise thing to do if you're going to do any of the sort. But you're free to do whatever it is that you want to do, beloved. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and grab something else. Because I want to show y'all, while I'm in my receipts, I want to show y'all my receipts. These people is blowing my chat up, Papa. Hold on one second. Let me show y'all some big receipts. Let me grab them. Hold on. All right. This one I want you to go get. Them cars, all that other stuff, cool. But I want you to go get the biggest bag that you can get, okay? I want you to go and make sure all your food and stuff is taken care of from Sam's Club. Let them give you $10,000, $8,000, okay? But you see the key words on it: business credit card. That's why I need y'all family to become a business. They have so much money available for us as a business. Stop asking these people to care about you personally. They don't. And they never will. They never have. But this is what I want you to go get, cousins. This right here. Oh, here go another one. Yeah, go run it up. Congratulations. Okay? Come get you 25,000. Straight up. Get that credit together. Sky is the limit. Okay? Come get you an unused auto loan, and then you can liquidate it, family. It's a cold play on how to take that $50,000 and have it in your bank account. You liquidate it. Take it from the credit card, put it in your bank account. Okay? This is for an auto loan. One of the easiest places to go get an auto loan. So I'll be telling y'all transportation business, that's assets. Transportation will always be around. Go use their money to go get you some fleet. You can go take that $50,000 and go get you 2 used, a Sprinter van and an F-250, or a box truck and a Sprinter van, or something like that. Now you got 2 streams of income on the road. Pay somebody to go drive that don't mind driving. Hire somebody else while you sit at the house. Okay? This is what I want you to go get. Because now you can start playing boss moves, okay? This is the easiest way to go get you an auto loan. $80,000. Take that and liquidate it. This is what I want you to go be able to get. Not the cars. You can go get them later on, but get this. Okay? As you can see, that's a business. Have you ever seen anybody get $220,000 given to them in a personal name? SBA, micro loans, 7(a) loans, they will give you millions of dollars to go buy businesses that are already up and running and generating income. They will give you millions of dollars. You just got to be dressed appropriately. When you come in, they're looking for a certain look. So this is being able to help people get in a better position financially in real life. These are what the trade lines look like. Okay? 17,400 credit limit, 0 utilization. It's been open since 2022. FICO score is 830. And then it has a closing date. Okay? This is how long it's been since I opened up this opportunity. $35,000 limit. Now, let me tell you to play on this. You buy them for cheap. And you ain't even got to use your money to buy them, okay? You know people with bad credit that need to go buy a home and boost their score. Most people don't know that when you go get a mortgage and they need to it's called rapid reverse, or it's called rapid rescore, rapid rescore you to get you approved so that they can get they portion for selling the house. They will go add trade lines. Told you got to pay for this information. And then we can rapid rescore you 3 days, get your whole credit together. Once your credit is together, you can go to any bank and get funding and get money to any lot. Please stop spending your money frivolously on foolishness. I love God. People don't understand. Why you always talking about God? Because that's my kingdom. I'm not here to announce to you anything else other than the kingdom and how God wants us to preserve our families, to build an ark, He is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. How could he sit up high and look down low and see all of these things happening down here to his people and then not give us a plan? He is not a magician. He ain't coming down here to rescue nobody. He gave us power and authority here on the earth. He's given us instructions. This is how you're going to avert that. This is how you're going to escape that. It tells us in the good book, pray that you may escape all that is coming on the face of the earth. Do that mean being raptured up into some clouds? No, that does not mean being raptured up into some clouds. You go look up that word escape in its original terminology. It means to be preserved. If there's a famine and I tell you to sow seed, Isaac, and in the same year I give you 100-fold increase, you just escaped a famine. If I tell you to go get your credit together and leverage your credit because everything is inflated and this is going to preserve you and your family, then that is what I'm telling you, to go get your credit together. I'm giving you instructions as a shepherd leadeth sheep. Period. So this is what the trade lines, they've been playing this game forever. If it's your turn, put me too in the chat. Trust me, I ain't here for everybody, and I'm cool with that. If I'm here for one person, mission accomplished. But if you ready to start playing this game differently, put me too in the chat. You buy these for the low because they wholesale prices. So a $35,000 credit limit, you can buy for $500. Okay, you know 2 or 3 people that say, hey, you need a trade line to be added to your credit report. You're trying to buy a house. You can just put that out there on social media. Who's trying to buy a house, get a new car, or get funding within 30 days or less? Me. Hey, I can add you to a 35,000 high limit credit card, okay? That'll boost your score 100 points plus. We just seen that 193 points. We just seen 701 points in one day. So it boosts your score 100 plus points and gets you fundable. You can go to the bank and get funding. You can go buy you a house. You can go buy you a new car off the whip, a new whip off the lot. That's what you want to do. I got 3 spots at $750. You buy it for $500, you sell it for $750, right? Person send you the $750, you pay the $500 for the trade line. You keep $250. If you keep $250 from all 3 sales, that is now $750 in one day. That's just on one trade line. Don't have like 5 trade lines. I've literally came by and showed y'all a $17,000 day from just trade lines. Why? Because people need this help. So this is what the trade lines look like, okay? I didn't blah, blah, blah long enough, so I'm going to try to hurry up and get up out of here. Okay, here's a $55,000 credit limit trade line. Let me show y'all. Turn this real quick, and then I'm going to turn it back around, okay? Open since 2018. 7 years old. So it's a 3 slots available. If I wanted to say it's $1,000 for each slot, okay? I pay $500. I just made $1,500. They get what they need. I get what I need. I make impact and income. Just helping people get what they need, okay? And like I said, big funding awaits you. Lots of money. Lots and lots and lots of money. Give y'all this last free gem. Get your credit together. There are certain banks that pull from certain credit bureaus. They don't all pull from the same. All 3 credit bureaus are the same credit bureaus. Okay? Navy Federal pulls from TransUnion. AFF, the Air Force Federal Credit Union, AFFCU, they pull from TransUnion. Unified pulls from TransUnion. So I can go hit them 3 banks up in the same day. because they don't know I've been bank hopping. Okay? It ain't reported to my credit yet. So now I go get $250,000 from them, $300,000 from them. And then I find 3 banks for the following day that only pull from Equifax. And I get $300,000. And then on the following day, I go to the banks that only pull 3 of them, that only pull Experian. And they give me $300,000. I'm at $900,000 in funding. Whatever is on my credit, I can pay back in full to boost my credit. Okay? My personal credit. This is the way you play the game. Now I'm going to come back in and say, hey, thanks for doing business. This is my personal. I would like to open up a personal. And since I got a business relationship established with them that I didn't borrow and pay back, they will give me anything in the personal space. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down or no? If y'all getting some, let me know, okay? So I have access to the trade line vendors, okay? And I'm going to show you, let's see. I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like. And if I keep squinting, that's because I ain't got my glasses on, y'all. I should have my glasses on, but you know how you be in denial, like, yeah, my eyes are still good. I don't need them glasses. Then you be sitting there like, what they say? Ooh, looking crazy. That's me. That's me. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. Did I send that one to myself? Excuse me. Let's see. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Where did it go that fast? All right, let me send this to me and then show y'all, give y'all a visual of what it looks like. Okay, so you get access to Okay, you get access to, this is what the trade lines look like, okay? So this is an American Express. Let me show y'all over here. It's a $35,000 limit. We have many slots available. If you wanted to buy 5 slots, right? Sell them for $1,000 to be added to a $35,000 trade line as an authorized user. And you sell it at $1,000. Say, for instance, you only pay $300 for this. You've just pocketed $700 times 5, right? 7 times 5 is 35. You literally do $3,500 in a day off of a trade line. But then you come down here and you got this 16,000, which you can do for like 500. You buy it for 200, you get 3 off of that. It got 4 spots. That's 3, 6, 9, 1,200 on top of the 3,500 you didn't got. This one got many. It reports on June the 3rd. This one reports on the 4th. So you have access to this plug to sell as many as you want for as much as you want. Okay? I just told my daughter, I said, look, go post and see if somebody wants this. And I just told my daughters, I said, y'all go post this, see if they hit y'all up. Let me save this. Just so y'all can see, do people really buy trade lines? Do people really? I don't want to expose nobody's information, but I want to show y'all real quick. All right. So let me see if I can blow that up real quick. Okay. They posted their trade lines. How much? How much? They have been blowing my kids up. Okay. How much? I need a cosigner for this car. How much? Do people need these trade lines? Absolutely. I'm not trying to put a down payment on a car off the lot. How much would that be? Okay. People, this is all today and plenty more. Okay. How you do that? What does it help you get? Let me ask her. So my daughter's like, let me ask my mom because they know I do it, right? Just connect you and help you get to where you need to be. Simple as that. I have access to the trade line plug, okay, for $497. So I asked, would you trade $497 for $5,500? I haven't did any mentorships, any of that. Is just simply helping people add trade lines. Let me show y'all what people are selling trade lines for. Hold on one second. And show you what type of wealth opportunity this is. Let me see where this is at. Oh, here we go. Let me show y'all. When I be coming by here to put y'all up on game, I'll be trying to put y'all up on game. In real life and not in the fake. Let me get this pulled up. All right. Let me show y'all what they selling these trade lines out here in these streets for. Because y'all need to see this, okay? Reports to TransUnion and Experian. If you want a $15,000 revolving new one-time setup fee is $1,500 for one trade line. If you want a auto trade line added, okay, a $50,000 auto, 2 years history, that's gonna run you $3,750. Okay. If you want auto lines that report to all three bureaus, 50K auto, that's going to be 5,500. If you want a 70,000 auto loan reporting to your credit, that is going to be 6,700. These are trade lines. Okay? Trade lines. I'm telling you to get in, friend. You can charge that if you wanted to. They do. Who can tell you how much to charge? Nobody could. But you can actually get access. I've showed you $55,000. But you got people right here. I know that number from somewhere. But you got people right here who is charging on the screen for one trade line what you see. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna move on along. It's first come, first serve for me, y'all. I already know what Dr. T. Secondly, I got the 7-day credit sweep. You want to clean your credit and sweep it, late payments, hard inquiries, repossessions, charge off, student loans, child support, check systems. It don't matter what is on there. If you want to get it swept, here's your final opportunity, okay? I already told y'all I didn't retire that. I didn't retire it. I ain't bothering y'all about it. But with all of the stuff going on, I said, okay, one more time, I'm going to offer it. If you want the credit sweep, it's 7 days step-by-step, tell you everything you need to do, which are 4 to 5 small minor steps. Make a copy of your ID, okay? Fill in what accounts you want to be removed. Don't remove any accounts you don't want to be removed. But fill in all the negative accounts. Small steps. I have the whole entire 7-day or less credit sweep. You can be swept in 7 days and funded by 14 days with the type of funding I showed you, like everybody else is out here doing. Swept in 7, funded in 14. I will give you the credit sweep for $197. Okay? If you want the trade line plug, put a 1 in the chat. If you want the credit sweep, put a 2 in the chat. $197 will change your life. $497 will change your money in your life, okay? Let me show y'all. That way you'd be like, oh, that's a lot. No, baby, let me show you a lot. Let me show you a lot. Let me block out her information. Let me show you what sis is over here charging and people paying. Hold on one second. Let me just. People ain't playing. When I say people ain't playing, you understand? People is not playing. They say, yeah, get me together. I'm going to pull up on a big body. But this is the results of a sweep. But let me show you. See if I can take a picture of it real quick. Let me show y'all what they charging for these trade lines. Straight up and down. For the sweep. I'm telling you 197. Let me show you what they charging. Where is this photo at? Just saw it earlier. Whew. Think that heater making me yawn. got it in my phone. I thought I didn't want to go through my phone and scroll, but listen. This is way up here, so let me go back over here and do this. I get to it much faster. Where we at? Here we go. Okay. I want y'all to see this. So clearly y'all see how much people is out here charging for the trade line. Now, if you want the credit suite, okay, student loans, charge-off, collections, repossessions, and so much more, if you want us to do the full suite for you, they charging $1,500, Sway. If you want to do it yourself, they charge you $800 for this suite. You can get it from your girl for $197. Okay, not saying they hard pressed for money, but I'm not hard pressed for money. It's about helping. I'm a servant first. So you can get your hands on the credit suite for $197. Number 3, and now I'm going to be moving into, after this, I'm going to be moving into some high ticket products. Okay, just so y'all know. Number 3, what I have is I have an entire business in a box. It is $497. It is already done for you. I will show you guys a glimpse of what's all in there. If I had to choose any route, it would be this. And not because I'm selling it, but because the credit industry will always make you a millionaire. You can be a bad credit specialist and still make $1 million in credit. Why? Because it is the biggest. People will be played out of their money. Lexington Law and all these other credit gurus, okay, will be play you out your money. But people don't be like, yeah, I got scammed like that before, so I'm never going to fix my credit. That is a lie from the pits of hell. They still going to pursue getting their credit fixed. Why? Because they need to. They know that I may have the cash, but people will take people with good credit over me with the cash. Go try to rent an apartment and see. You can have the cash. Be like, I got the first month and the last month. They'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And then you call back and say, yeah, we decided to go with another one. They have already chosen the person who has assets, credit worthiness. That's an asset. Over somebody who has cash, currency, which is a liability. Okay? So for the business in a box, and let me show you how that real quick. Let me pull it up. Where are you at? Do I have you up here? You somewhere. I just saw you earlier. Where are you? I might have to turn this heater off, y'all. This thing got me yawning 100,000 times. Where you at? Oh my God. Maybe this is it. No. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. You was hiding from me. Okay, I see you. All right, so let me share this over here so you guys can see what is all included in this business in the box. This is where the game changer coming in. You do not have to fix anybody's credit. That's not what this is. It's not this type of party. But you can help people or assist people with fixing their own credit. Okay? So with the done for you business in a box that's already ready to go. You got everything education on this side. Okay, you get both access to both. You got master classes, you got Zoom replays, you got the whole 9 yards. How to look and check your credit report for inaccuracies or discrepancies. How to sue the credit bureaus. You name it, it is fully loaded, real life. Okay. Um, Identifying my score IQ to search over your reports. Here's your validation letters. If they try to come back and say, hey, we validated, hit them with one of these. Don't play with me. This has all consumer law. It's compliance lingual that is inside of these letters. Okay. You also got some bonus dispute letters, hard inquiry removal, child support removal, student loan removal, bankruptcy removal, late payment removal. Okay. Duplicate accounts, all kinds of stuff. Here is a credit repair ebook. So if you just want to offer the ebook, it's already done for you. Just literally download it. You got the 24-hour hard inquiry removal guide. If you want to learn how to get hard inquiries off in 24 hours, all you got to do is download it. You can sell this. Say, hey, here's how to remove hard inquiries in 24 hours. Then just put you a link to sell it, or you Cash App, whatever method of payment platform you accept payments on. Okay. You have customizing your ebook. This is a video tutorial. How to make it yours, how to make it look good, how to change to your colors, put your face on it, whatever. Okay. Here's a do-it-yourself dispute guide and workbook. People need to know how to fix their own credit so they stop getting scammed. This is a step-by-step do-it-yourself guide and workbook that goes together that you can just download and sell. Okay. Here's all about the violations, and if you need an attorney, here you go right here. Statute of limitations. They still trying to hold stuff on your credit report years and years and years. Right here. Okay. How to freeze the secondary bureaus. Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, get their information from them. So you need to know all 30 to 70 of them. So you can go ahead and hit them up and be like, look, here's your cease and desist letter to stop advertising my financial transactions and information to total strangers. Hi, Abiola. My computer is switched to another screen, so I can't see, who's speaking. But you get everything on the educational side, and then you get the actual products, the business in a box. Okay? You also get done for you books. Here's the business credit for beginners ebook. So now you know how to do this for yourself, and you can sell this, hands down. People have started them a community, bought this business in a box, started a community, $49 a month. It has 3,000 members in it. He's doing every bit of $151,000 or $149,000 every month. By month 10, he's made $1 million off this group. He just puts all of this stuff inside of the group and let them have access. Instead of them buying it from him for $497, he just created a group. Pay me $49 per month. You don't pay, you don't play, okay? But you get this information. Bankruptcy disputing guide. That's another guide that's already ready. All you got to do is download on it, okay? How to set up your store to sell this or anything else. It's already done for you. Creating your account, how to add your digital products. Here go your descriptions, already done for you, okay? Here's video tutorial. Here's mock-ups. These are mock-ups to sell your access to your, whatever it is that you're selling, merch, purchase, services, products. It's the word I'm looking for. You have 70 dispute letters over here, okay? Identity theft, pay for deletion, credit bureau stall tactics. late payment, charge-offs, factual dispute letters, method of verification dispute letters for collections, personal information, outdated information, judgment, garnishments, repossessions. We got you covered, okay? All your email marketing, social media content marketing is done for you. How to make 5 additional streams of income from just this one business in a box, okay? All your emails is done for you. They get on your email list. You gave them something free. They get on your email list. Now you just run it up in the emails. Okay. You have plug and play credit repair nurturing emails, over like 60 of them. The bonus, you have bank relationship managers contact information. Here's the bank's contact information. Who you need to be talking to. Hey, my name is Tawana, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm going to be, processing my clients or whatever. Here's the bank CEO contact list. Okay, and then how to add this entire business in a box as your own master reseller, right? It shows you exactly how to do it. Okay, how to create it, the graphics, all of that stuff is done for you. I have this business in a box at $4.97. I cannot sell it for lesser than that. I cannot sell the business in a box for lesser than that. What I will do is I will bless 2 people with half on that business in a box. You put $250, you pay $250, I will pay $247 for 2 people who want this entire business in a box. Okay. I'm not just going to sell you a business in a box, but I'm going to actually show you how to scale it, how to use it. Okay. How to make money from it. You don't ever want to show your face, you don't have to. If those 2 people are on the live right now, put a 4 in the chat. If you want access to this business in a box, it is well over $1,000. It is well over $5,000. People normally pop up inside of the chat and will tell you, I have that business in a box and got all 3 of my credit scores to a 700. Wherever my brother Torin is at, but when he pops up, he'll let you know. There's multiple people who then came by live and say, yes, for sure. This business in a box works for me. It is fully loaded. I am forever learning and applying the information that is learned. So 4 in the chat for the business in a box. You put up $250, I'm going to put up the $247. I cannot sell it for lesser than $497, and you can't either when you buy it from me. You have to sell it for $497. Okay? That's what it's called, a master resale right. You have the rights to resell it, but you cannot resell it for lesser than what I sold it for, which is $497. Okay? All right, got the 2 people in the chat. Y'all got to be ready to go right now. Okay, I don't hold spots. I don't do any of that. You got to be ready on demand. If you want to get this, okay, you have not even heard me mention it anymore because I don't. I sell this business in a box literally for $1,000. And I'm going to show you why I sell this business in a box for $1,000. I'm finna show you $1 million, how you can do $1 million off this business in a box. So let me say this, if you ready right now, then put a 4 in the chat, okay? Unfortunately, I can't hold any spots for anybody, and that ain't to nobody in particular, but you got to be ready. If I'm throwing you deals, you got to be ready to catch them with 2 hands. I'm just going to come over here to this platform and type in credit, right? Let's count their pockets. You see this group right here? Even if we just started off with this group right here, okay? Even if we just started off with that group right there, they're charging $99 a month, and they have 43 people enrolled in there. They are doing $4,257 every single month. This is a monthly subscription. Okay? So you can take this credit business in a box and at least on the low end generate you every month $4,200. off of a $250, because that's all you paid. $247 is gifted to you. Normally $497 investment. Okay, let's count his pockets. He has 3,000 members. Okay, he's charging $49 a month. 3,000 times 49. That is $147,000 every single month. Okay, he's well over $1 million. Well over $1 million. And what is he teaching? Cleaning credit, building business credit, get your first $20,000 credit card and funding with your LLC. Same thing that's in that business in the box. They took the business in the box and making a big bag. Okay. I could pay in the morning and do it by Cash App. I can't see how to drive at night. I get it. It's first come, first serve, beloved. As long as nobody don't get it, then it is yours, okay? As long as nobody don't get it before this live ends, then I'll hold it for you, okay? At that price because of your situation. But it's first come, first serve. If somebody get it while we're live, then have to wait to the next discount if I offer this at a discount, especially at this. I'll try to give back and meet people where they at, but I don't owe anybody any affordability, okay? I had to pay a lot of money for that. And I can't sell it for lesser than $497, but I will put 2 people on and help them. Now, moving on, I have the next opportunity, and I'm just going to talk about 2 or 3 more opportunities and let y'all go. I have a done for you. Okay, sister. I have a done for you situationship, okay? It is $2,000. But before y'all go ahead and run, let me tell you the details of it. I will get you funding from CDFI lenders. I will get you prepared to get funding from them. So on the front end, you can go get you $30,000. I know where the lenders are. Find them in your state. I know exactly what you need. You need a business plan. We will create that for you so that they can see what you're going to do with the money they're going to give you. That's basically what they want. What are you going to do? You're asking me for $100,000. Where's the money going to be allocated? What is your plan for year 1? What is your plan for year 2? We ought to see your money projected. So I get your business plan together to go get you bare minimum $30,000 in funding on the front end. Now, while you getting approved for that, and we done got you all dressed up for that, in the middle, we are working on your credit to get it to a 720. We need you at a 720 so you can go get that 250,000, 150,000 big bag. I can go get you lots on American Express, as I just showed you 220,000 from American Express. And this ain't no cap. Oh, I don't know if I can get you funding. No, I'm going to get you funding because on the back end, I'm going to charge 10%. If I get you approved for $1 million, 100,000 of that comes to me, my 10%. If I get you approved for 250,000, then 25,000 comes to me. That's 10% on the back end. Okay. Front end, get your paperwork, all of that stuff together, and get you funded. In the middle, we're going to get your credit where it needs to be, utilizing consumer law and systems, and then we're going to turn around and get you that big bag. Okay? The investment is $2,000, and I only have 2 spots left. I already had 3. I had 5. Okay? I'm not into trading my time to build anybody anything right now, but I know the dire situation that we are in. I just want to put a couple people on. Go get you this funding, get your family together. That is most important to me. Get your family together. Go buy you some land. Go turn that into assets. And now you have passive income. So when the crap hits the fan, you are out of the way. You are out of the way. Okay? So I have that opportunity for 2 more people. It is a $2,000 investment that will yield you a very big reward, a harvest. You can go type in on Facebook and see if I can get you funding. Even if I got you $25,000 in funding off of a credit card play that I say, hey, go run this play right here. Still got more than what you invested while we work on your credit, okay? Now, this is the part where we get it together. We sweep it. We use compliance. We use consumer law, Federal Credit Reporting Act. We get your credit clean. That's how you're able to see 193 points over here, 700 points over here. Your score went up 201 points over here because we know how to get it done, okay? And then once we get you, and we're going to get you, okay? If we don't get you there, we don't get paid. So we're going to get you to a 720. We have relationships with bank relation managers. These are not people that work inside of a branch. They normally work from home, but they approve the funding aspect. You don't fill out an application and see what they're going to offer you. When you deal with a bank relation manager, you tell them I need $250K. And they just go request $250K. It's a big difference, okay? I only have 2 spots. If you would like one of those spots, put a 5 in the chat. Completely done for you, okay? I'm going to do the paperwork. Only thing that I cannot do for you is take the paperwork into the lender in your area, okay? Because I'm not there and it's not my name. But I get you all the way together and ready to go get you some funding. And then we're going to show you what to do with that funding, how to pay them back 2 years in advance. And then now how to turn that funding into some type of real assets while you wait on that big bag, okay? I only have 2 spots. I only have 2 spots. Put a 5 in the chat if you want that. Next, last but never least, almost one to the last. I do have a mentorship, okay, where I have, and I forgot to mention this earlier in the low ticket. If you want to learn how to create talking avatars, if you want to learn how to utilize AI to make you some extra income, and you can be making money by tonight. I teach you one skill. You can go make money tonight, okay? You absolutely make money tonight. I tell y'all all the time I use ChatGPT. Ain't no shame in my game. I can literally sell. Let me delete this chat and then show y'all. Is it in here? Okay, yeah. So I can take this image right here, okay? And I told it I want the exact same photo, but on a mock-up. I want you to create me a tumbler with this design, a coffee mug. I want you to create a journal, and I want you to create a tote bag, because I know where to go sell this at in real life. I already got the mock-up as a design. I can sell without even having the physical product, because I'm not going to be the one shipping the physical product, okay? So I'm teaching everything AI, how to turn websites into wealth, how to use these for faceless YouTube channels, how to use these to promote business and services of other, coaches, consultants, or whatever the case may be. Okay. Everything AI, tools that will make you big bucks. Okay. Tools that will make you big bucks. dropping all kind of tools, every tool that I believe would be beneficial, and then showing you or demonstrating how to use the tool. I have a group. It is $97 a month for that. If you just want to learn, how to use the tools, what tools are available. I have that, and then I have my government contracts, y'all. The government contracts. I can help you get started as a government contractor, get the money from the colleges and universities without even being a contractor first. Hello, somebody. Without even being a contractor, you can go for up to $250,000 without bidding on a contract. Go to the community education departments, the resources departments, the Department of Family and Children Services. They have contracts for you, okay? I'm showing you how to literally sell rented cars to the government through ACE, through Enterprise. They buy land. They buy everything you can think of except the bank, because they the bank. Because they the bank. And now that they didn't let AI write our proposals, our templates, our capability statements, our answers to requests for information, I mean, the sky is the limit. If I had the time, I would show y'all how many contracts are available to you. And I'm talking about some big bucks. Say what you want to say, the government is corrupt. Okay, yeah. But I'm getting my reparations back from the government. Okay? Recover means go and get it back. So everything AI, it is pay as you go. If you don't want it, then you don't have to pay. But you will be removed from the group. Okay? It will only be for those who are serious about learning all these AI tools and actually just having somebody kind of guide their steps on how to do, what to do, where to do. Okay? $97 for that. Government contracts. How did I start talking about that? Government contracts, y'all. Government contracts. I said I wasn't even letting nobody up in here. But my goal with this mentorship that I have is to show you how to land your first contract within 2 weeks after starting the academy, up to 90 days. But you will win a contract or you get your money back. Okay? As long as you follow all the steps, as long as you do what I tell you to do, you will get your contract. Hands down. Within the next 90 days. Imagine that. And I'm talking about a lucrative contract. I don't let people in at staggering times because we done already started. We're going here. We don't want you to come in late and feeling overwhelmed. So I'm only going to open it up for 2 people to take advantage and join us in the government contracting. We selling everything to them. They buy AI, $900,000. They buy coaching, consulting, mental health awareness, teen pregnancy, you name it, they pay for it in big amounts. Okay, the mentorship is $997. But like I said, it's a guaranteed, I'm going to secure your bag or give you your cash back, okay? It's $997, like I said. Last but never least, if you want that, you can put a 6 in the chat. I'm not opening up any more spots or anything of that sort to any of the workshops or anything of that sort. If you want to work with me, you want to get results fast, get in one of these mentorships. That's what I would tell you. Okay? Let me get the $250 to you first. Okay, sis, this is a blessing. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And that goes for y'all over here too on Instagram. Just so y'all didn't know, I got my cousins over here on this other platform. Okay. Last but never least, if you want, my husband has added a new service to his transportation. And he has, did he tell me 2 or 3? 3 spots. If he said 2, then he gonna give y'all an extra one because I just said 3. I can't remember. But he has 2 to 3 spots available for him to build out your entire business, EIN, LLC, MCDOT number so you can travel. He not only does all of that, he's going to mentor you, show you multiple ways to maximize your transportation business. And then he's going to get you funded, okay, get you fundable, shall I say, get your paperwork so you can go get you some equipment loans, and that's how you're going to get your fleet. And then he's also going to give you access to the government contracting so that you can go after them $1 trillion contracts. Like the ones you've seen that I've showed y'all that they sent to him, okay? So I have that mentorship. My husband has this opportunity to build everything out for you, plus give you the mentorship and give you what was I just saying? It was right on the tip of my tongue. Gonna give you the mentorship, gonna give you the trade lines that you need to go get the equipment loan, gonna get you the business proposal, do your LLC, EIN. He's gonna do all of that stuff for you. Only thing he's not gonna do for you is drive. Okay? Normally, my husband charges $10,000 for a done-for-you service. I told y'all the other day, this is the last time I'm going to tell y'all, he got 2 to 3 spots at $997 to get you all the way. No, it's a $997. Sorry, to my head, not to my heart. For $1997. He has where he will get you all the way together, your paperwork, add your trade lines, the whole 9 yards, what I just explained, show you actually how to become a wholesale dealer. So you cut enterprise in them out. You go to the wholesale and buy a car for dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Okay? And then you allow yourselves to sell it to the government for whatever purposes they want to for a lot of money. A lot of money. Okay? Disaster relief. Hey, we need cars in the area to help evacuate these people. Very lucrative contract. Very lucrative. And if somebody wants to put it together for you, I dare you to let him. This man has over 15 years in the transportation space. And we just added that we will get you fundable so that you can take that and go get the monies. Not even the monies. Go get the vehicles that you want to make monies with, okay? Or you sell the vehicle. It doesn't matter, okay? There's multiple ways to skin a cat. For real, for real. But it'll already be done for you. Everything will be done for you that you need, okay? You will be responsible for getting your own insurance to activate your MCDOT number, but Brother Man will do all the heavy lifting for you. And then I'm the government contracting specialist, so I'll come in there. I'll also, throw in information about how to build your business credit so you can go get to the bag fast. And it's $1997. 2 people, 2 to 3 people. If he say no to 3, then he'll cut it off at 2. Attorney's lights off because that's what time it is. Okay? Time for the lights, camera, action to go ahead and rest this brain. Okay? I want 2 of those Amazon vans to buy at the car auctions. Yes. I got them. We can buy ambulance. All kinds of stuff, y'all. Let me show y'all this real quick before I go. If you want the done for you transportation, okay? If you want that, put a 6 in the chat, okay? This is, look at me in my face. I'm not fooling with y'all on this. Y'all already know my prices for everything has increased. I don't do discounts. I don't do workshops or any of that anymore. I feel like if you can walk around with $1,000 on your ear with the latest iPhones and all of this stuff, that could be money that could be going into you doing something better for your family. Buying out, going to the trail runs and trail rides and trying to keep up with Beyonce and sit VIP seating. If that's what you want to do by eating your seed, then be my guest. But I don't owe anybody any affordability. But I have came by religiously, okay, to offer deals and discounts and different things of that sort to my cousins to put them in a better position, because it is absolutely heartbreaking to see this much devastation in my community. It's like re-traumatizing them over and over and over again. We're going to give you Section 8. Psych. We're going to give you student loan forgiveness. Psych. Okay? That is cold-blooded. And we got to be tired of it. That's what I got to say. Nothing changed until we change it. So we can't be mad at them. We need to get mad enough to get up. Get mad at us for accepting this type of foolishness and still thinking that they care. Let me go ahead and send this one. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me share that. Okay. All right. I'm going to play this on the way out. Yeah, we keep on getting re-victimized, and they playing a dirty game out here, y'all. I stay out of the racist stuff, you know. I stay out of racism and all of that stuff. You know, I will call a spade when right is, but I stay away from it, right? Blessed are the peacekeepers. But when it's time to pop off, I can pop off too. Bless my heart. Pray for me. I'm just tired of seeing it. This stuff ain't hurt nobody else. Not like that. Not like it's hurting us. So I ain't gonna fool with y'all. Y'all know I'm not a beggar. I'm not gonna beg you for anything. I'm not gonna beg you to change your life. I'm not gonna beg you to change your finances. Either you see what's coming and you say, look, I want to do something that will get me out of this situation. At least let me take a little bit of this to invest for something that I'm gonna need later on. This is not for now. This is for what I'm gonna need for what's coming. But I'm gonna make sure we good and at least put something up over here to make sure that we're good. But you want to go ahead and get the Sprinter vans. We got, and let me mute it because it does have music in here. Okay. So we can go get the Sprinter vans all day long. We know exactly where to go get them. We go get wholesale dealers licensed so that we can go get these vehicles. We can ship them to Africa, to India. They need them everywhere, okay? They need them everywhere. We can use these for what you call roadside assistance. These little trucks right here. We need your battery jumped, tire changed. You know, we need to ride behind heavy load on the freeway, call it pilot cars. We can do that too, okay? But we got the hookup too in the transportation space. That's what I will say. You want to get started in transportation space, we got you hooked up. We will do it for you. I'm going to tell y'all right now. In the transportation space, 5,000 to 7,000 a week, not a month. 5,000 to 7,000 per week. Minus your expenses, about $4,500, $5,000 from a $7,000 week. from a $5,000 week, about 3,600 for you. That's every month. And you ain't even got to drive. You ain't even got to go nowhere. You call shots from the bedroom, the bathroom, the balcony, wherever you want to call shots from. You have somebody driving it for you, okay? Then you add a layer of dispatching on there. That's another stream of income. But I'm going to leave y'all alone. I just wanted to put emphasis that this is your only opportunity to get any of those things that I mentioned at a discounted price. Later on, if you can or you can't afford it, that's not on me. That's on you. Okay? That's not on me. That's on you. If you needed to do a payment plan on certain things, you can always reach out to inquire. But I love y'all. I will see you guys soon. I have to prepare to, my grandmother is about to get buried, and it's very difficult. So I will see you guys soon, okay? Any questions for me before I go? Instagram family, y'all already know what the drill is. You cannot see the information that they see over here on the screen. So hit up the DM and I will get you taken care of. Any of these opportunities are first come, first serve basis. I'm not holding it up. I'm not doing any of that. Okay. If you ready, we ready to go. They not waiting on us. They're not waiting on us. They're not waiting for us to catch up. They are not waiting on any of that, okay? And we shouldn't be either. They are making moves and playing games that we're not familiar with or we're not aware or privy to. So now is the time. With that being said, I'm out. Hit up that DM. I'll get you going, friend. And until we meet again, go in peace and not in pieces. All right, YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to invest in myself. Let's go. That's all I can say. Okay. The best investment I ever made was in me. Because you can take my houses, you can take whatever you want to take, but you can't take the way. The way I got them is how I can get them again. The way I got it is how I can get it again. Because you can't take my mind. Get that on you. That's why wealthy people, they can lose it all and then build it back better. It's like Donald Trump. It's either 4 or 7 bankruptcies with the richest. The richest. Okay. I pray that she will be okay. Your granny, that she rests easy. Yeah, she deceased, but I definitely received the prayers. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I will see you guys soon.